Hey beauties, and welcome back to my channel. Today we have a powerful, beautiful reading per usual, and the card deck that we're using is the Quantum Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor. So this is a really good one this week. So make sure you subscribe, hit the thumbs up so other people can get this message, and we're just going to dive right in. All right, so the first card that we got today, we have 4 cards up here per usual, and the first card we have is Status Quo, and it is number 2 with Cycle. And the first thing that I felt here was like, oh, status quo. Like, same thing, keeping the status quo. And then if you look at the homes here, they're all the same. You go down the road, they're the same colors, they have the same features on the front. And then I started feeling within myself like, I don't want that. I don't want the same thing. I want things to be joyful, vibrant, full of life, full of magic. And that is what this message here is calling forth. What do you want? You don't want things to just be the same as they were before, where it's drab, dreary. It's just like everything else. You want your life to be vibrant, joyful, and to feel good to you. So how do we move from the status quo? How do you move from the status quo of your life in whatever area that is for you? Maybe it's a couple of areas, or maybe it's just hello. Maybe it's just like one area in particular that you don't want it to be the same. So the light in the middle of the card is like bursting forth your soul light and cleansing and clearing off others' energy too, because I felt like somebody else was coming through. But this is your life and your soul light. So somebody else's energy shouldn't be in your energy. You shouldn't be carrying around somebody else's misfortunes or somebody else's stuff. And being a sensitive, you most definitely absorb things throughout life. If you always want to be there for your family, maybe you absorb too much of their pain and stuff and you're carrying it over you, like you're carrying their karma. I heard that before too for myself, when I received a healing reading session, and it just like struck me. I was like, that's really interesting. So if you ever sit with yourself sometimes and you keep feeling like a family member come up and you're like, why do they keep showing up in my like meditation time? It could be that maybe they are reaching out intuitively, unknowingly to get help from you because you're always there to help them, or it's because you're just carrying their energy and it's like on you now. So you want to do something about that. You don't need to carry somebody else's energy around and let it clog up your body and being, because that could be why you are in like the status quo of something, why things keep staying the same, why you're changing but the outside's not changing. You need to clear out other folks' energy so their karma and stuff's not on you, so you can see physical shifts and changes. Let me see what else I feel here. I also feel like a beautiful pattern. Seeing the cobblestone street, it's like it's in a pattern, but something feels beautiful too about the word status quo. I'm hearing like French quarters, like quarters. Interesting. Is there some beauty in here too with the status quo? So I feel like this is because I don't know, when you think of like French structures, it's always beautiful, like a chateau. They're beautiful, but they do like stay up for a long time and they do look the same, but there's beauty in that sameness. So also, not the other person's energy, not that, but make sure that whatever it is that you are wanting to change, look for the good in that too, or look for like a key, it's like a key golden nugget that you can take with you that will help you to shift from the status quo. There's something in whatever your current situation is, whatever it is, that you need to take. There's a golden nugget in there too. So capture that, sit with yourself and figure out what that is and utilize that to help you shift and change into your beautiful energy where you want to go and what you want to do. Okay. And then we have for our next card, we have Transformation, which is number 5, and it's also a cycle card. So going off of this initial message, transformation would be the deed to yourself, the deed to your soul, the deed to yourself, grounding into, and I feel it in my solar plexus, grounding into yourself, reclaiming yourself. You own, so where I got deed from is that scroll that she has. It's like the deed to your heart, the deed to your soul, the deed to your being, and that's in your solar plexus. A lot of times, people's energy and things that you've like old contracts that you've had, or people that are that are not no longer in your life anymore, like you still have attachments to people, you still have attachment to old situations and things, and those things will keep you stuck. Those whatever scenarios, whatever those were, they will keep you stuck and keep you in like status quo, keep you in a place and space that does not feel good to you. And you have to clear and clean those out. And remember that you own yourself. Nobody else does. Nobody else can tell you how to live or how to be. They can, but you don't have to listen if it doesn't feel good to you, or if it's not aligned to who you truly are. That part felt really real. So you need to make sure that you break those chains and break those cords and connections to people and places and things that no longer represent who you are or were never who you truly were in the first place. And that'll allow for beautiful transformation. And your transformation is already coming through. This blue cloak she has on, it's like you're already you. You're already real. You're already here. It's just those little remnants of things that you just need to clean up your energy so that you can move forward more powerfully and see shifts and transformation in your physical reality. And in the background, it's like, I like to think of this as like some type of quantum like field where you just step into it and your life is in something different. So yeah, clearing and shifting those energies that no longer serves you allow you to step into your new way of living in the new life that you're creating for yourself. And it's beautiful. That feels good. You're on a bridge to your own uniqueness, your own unique journey, your own unique life. You're walking towards that. All right. And then we have here, the next card is conflict, number 4, in its events. So the conflict can be, let me feel into this, because it could go either way. I feel like the conflict is within. I'm saying the water, and water is emotion. Water does connect to the emotions. And it feels like there's a conflict within, like your sale, somebody else's sale. Look at all these sales. I just now realized that there's all these sales here. Your sale, somebody else's, again, other things, other stuff that came up way back. Could be childhood, could be just recent. But you have a lot of stuff going on this boat, and you're trying to like balance it, maneuver it. And you really only need to be in charge of your own energy. You need to be in charge of yourself. You do not have to balance everybody else's stuff. That's not on you or for you to do. If it's your job, you have boundaries. Like if you're a therapist or a healer like myself, you put up boundaries for your own well-being. But I don't feel like this is about you being a healer or a therapist. This is about you just being yourself. And you need to create boundaries, healthy boundaries within yourself and within other people so that you are not balancing everybody else's stuff, because it clogs you up. And I'm speaking like from experience. When you're worried about everybody else and you want to make sure everybody's safe, so you pray for everybody, you do things for everybody, and then you try to have time for yourself, you have everybody's stuff built up around and within your mind also, because you don't have healthy boundaries. Sometimes there are times when you can help, and then once you help, you have to let go, because ultimately that's that person's life and that's that person's experience that they are going through, that they have to navigate. And if they are helping themselves and they come to you every now and then, or they come to you often just for reassurance or advice, that's still okay too, because they're taking ownership of what they have going on, and you'll know it because it's a healthy relationship, and you'll think of that person and you'll just send a prayer up or whatever for them, but then you still feel good about yourself and you keep it moving. You don't think about them 24/7 because you know that they got it and they're doing what they need to do for their own personal experience. So healthy relationships are different, but this doesn't signify like healthiness. This signifies overburden, over worry, just like ungroundedness in the mind because you have too much going on. And this conflict could have been, if it's something recent for you, it could be something recent that you're going through right now, but this feels like just things that's like built up over time, or things that's just been in your psyche, in your mindset, that you need to clear. I'm seeing like the sales, and it's like a beautiful day and the sun is shining. There's no like craziness going on. So it's like you need to clear out those things that's been built up for a long time, and that have just been there. The stones, the mountain in the background, trying to get the glare off of it. The mountain in the background is like the buildup of all the things that are not you, that you don't need. So yeah, take time to let those things go, set healthy boundaries where you need to set them so that you can be more comfortable in your own mind and your own body and being. So your emotions aren't rocked. You are just focused on yourself and in charge of yourself and your well-being. Okay? Then we have the final card. We have intention, and it's number 5, back and forth. So let's see here. With the back and forth, what I see is just the background is that the serene and calm background, like the trees when it looks like fog, which that's what I feel that it is. It's like fog over trees when everything is first waking up in the morning. It's calm and serene and peaceful, and that's how you need to be on the inside. This guy is like sliding down more to one side than the other. And I feel like he's sliding into what he wants. He's sliding into joy, happiness, whatever it is, whatever that looks like for you. You're sliding into what you actually want instead of hanging around on the back part where you're just uncertain and unsure. You're not unsure and uncertain anymore. You know who you are, you know what you want. You may feel a little bit of fear and hesitancy, but ultimately you're excited about where you're going and where you're sliding into. the life that you're sliding into. You feel excited about that, even if you are just a little bit nervous or scared. Let me see what else. There's some buildings down there. I wish I had my glasses. There's some buildings down there that feel like castles to me, but those castles don't feel good. They feel like old stuff, like being trapped in like an old life, being trapped in just sorrow. It feels sorrowful and like you have no power. That's what it feels like. These structures down here, they don't feel good to me at all. I feel that in my body. It's just like being stuck. Let me see what else is there with that. You built something up, a structure up to get you from out of that space. And here you are, still feeling a little scared and hesitant. But I'm being drawn to this. I'm assuming this is a cape, but it looked like a satin bed sheet. But let me tune into that. But you have this like cape on, and it's not so much giving you courage. You already have the courage. So yeah, it's still that same thing that I said just a moment ago with you sliding into the new. And even though you still feel a little hesitant and afraid, that's from this old place of where you were. Now you're in this new place. You got out the middle section where you're like, it feels like you're in limbo because you're still coming out of the old, stepping into the new. But now this is where you're going. You're in the new, you're sliding into where you want to go. And this cape / bed sheet is good. It's just like the hesitancy, but you're brave and you're sliding into where you're going. So yeah, it's still the same feeling. And you're also protected and guided. Something about the necklace is like a charm. So if you have a necklace that you feel is like a safe space for you, to feel protected and safe, wear that. But I ultimately feel like this is about like aligning your chakra system and feeling connected to the creator, and like you're protected and guided. So your spiritual connection, which I always say this, I've been saying this for as long as I've been doing this work, is important. Your spiritual connection is very important. When you're aligned within yourself and you're connected to the creator, you can make moves. You can move mountains because you're not alone. Even though physically, if you may be, you're not alone. You're divinely connected and divinely supported. So the support will help you to having that powerful support system will allow you to call in the physical things that you need to help to get you to where you need to go. But you're already protected and supported. Yeah, that's what I feel here. Okay. This was very beautiful. I I don't feel that there's any other cards to come. It's just you're stepping into your light, you're stepping into yourself. And this is a really powerful and beautiful message. All right, so that was the message for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you drop comments down below. Tell me how you felt, what came up for you, because I love to hear from you guys. And make sure you thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any other messages or guidance and support from me. And if you would like your own energetic healing session so that you can get help with clearing and shifting off others' energy, you can always click the link down below in the description box and book your session with me. I would love to support you and meet some of you guys. So that would be pretty cool. And that is it. Yes, I like to talk. So let's make this it. That is it. I will see you guys next week and take care.